the Tyreek Hill trade. Kansas City said, look, we're not going to pay you $30 million a year. If you want that money, go elsewhere and get it. They let him seek his own trade. I mean, he went to Miami, and this is another thing. He didn't go, I'm going to Miami, so you have to take this trade. He wanted Miami. He wanted a couple other teams. But Drew Rosenhaus, his agent, is also located in Miami. So that makes a lot of sense from that standpoint. But they got a lot. They got a haul for him too.
Yeah.
So I mean, and he's also a year younger, like we talked about. But they gave up a little bit more than what Devontae Adams got. And I feel like personally, I like that for Kansas City too, because they have the elite quarterback. But not only that, they have a guy like Mecole Hardman waiting in the wings. I mean, he's only 25 years old. He runs a 4.3. He's not
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, but he's on that level of speed. And I think Patrick Mahomes could make him statistically look somewhat like Tyreek Hill. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
he's going to have the same stats, but he could be a 1,200 yard receiver with Mahomes as a wide receiver 1 or 2 in that offense. And then they're going to go ahead and draft another one with the pick that they got, because they got a first, a second, and a fourth this year. So they're right in that same boat with the process.
So like I really like what the Kansas City Chiefs did. In future regards, I think with Green Bay and Kansas City, I think that they're gonna take a little step back this year, just because
Maybe.
Devontae Adams um and Tyreek Hill were a big part of that offense. And like a rookie just can't replace them.
Not
Like
fully, yeah.
not fully. So like I think they're gonna take a little step back. I think they're gonna be fine. Um, but then I think that it's gonna load them up for the future, especially in this Kansas City deal. Like Kansas City has
Yeah.
always been relatively good at drafting, and I think that like year 2, year 3, year like have I think it's 2023 is the latest pick, maybe 2024. Um, but they're going to be like all the way in and like able to probably prolong the window a couple more years
Right.
with this trade. Although I do think that they're probably going to take a little smidge step back this year.
See, I disagree, because they did sign Juju. They have Mecole Hardman, and they'll likely draft a receiver. And like I said, I'm not going to say that they're going to replace Tyreek Hill in terms of his star player, but they'll replace that production. And that's another thing that I feel like a lot of teams um, are going to have. Like, some teams feel one way about it and other teams feel the other way. Either it's you pay your star guys that big money because you think that they're, worth it, and that you need them to win, or you go, okay, we don't necessarily need this guy at this position. We can use 2 players to get his production, and give up half the money to those 2 players, and then you're still got money left over, and you've got assets left over to make more stuff happen. And that's what I think is
Yeah.
both of these teams. I think if anything, they're better personally.